So you're thinking about buying a drone and you're looking for an ordinary guy to tell you whether or not the investment is worth it. Well, this is that video. If you're watching this video, it's likely that you fall into one of two categories. You're a content creator, videographer, or photographer who just wants to up their game and try new things. Two, you're a hobbyist that somewhere along the way stumbled past the idea of having a drone and imagined that it'd be fun. Well, if you fall into either of these categories and were curious enough to click into this video, the answer is simple. I would say the answer is a definite yes. Oh, for sure. The answer is yes. Yeah, the answer is you should get one of them things. Yes. Yeah. Yes. However, there's a few things you're going to want to know, as well as a few questions you may have that may have prevented you from taking the plunge already. Hopefully, I can answer these questions and help you make a well-informed decision. Okay, so really quickly about myself. Prior to 2 months ago, I knew shit about drones. I'm not a tech guy or claim to be especially tech savvy. However, I'm not tech averse either. I'm a husband, father, working man, and a guy who just loves to make video. So basically, I'm your average guy. If you can relate to that, then I gotta tell you, my drone is one of the best purchases I've made in a while. And I have 5 points that may help make the decision easier for you. The first one, we have to go there, costs. The first thing you're thinking is, how much do I need to spend on a drone? Well, that depends. Do you want a toy or do you want a drone that you can actually do things with? Don't get me wrong, a toy can be fun. And part of the fun is the challenge of flying it. But you're gonna be tasked with minimal wind resistance and no location control. As a result, while flying it, all of your energy and focus is going to revolve around the game of preventing it from crashing into things. I had one of these drones and it was a blast. However, it wasn't long before I lost the game and crashed it fatally. Now, if you have any fascination with images as in photo or video, then this is a no-brainer. And the first thing you're gonna want is a drone that you can actually do things with. And most drones in this price class aren't gonna cut it. So afterwards, I upgraded to this, the DJI Mini 2. Something that I would consider on the border of being a real drone and a truly capable flying camera. Now off top, this thing is gonna cost you 600 bucks.
What'd you say? What's that?
Sure, there's a lesser package for $450 where you only get the drone, the remote control, and one battery, but truthfully, that option doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I can often go through 3 batteries in a single flight/filming session. Now, there's a wealth of products between this, and I can attest to the capability of these products. My guess is there's probably some pretty cool and capable drones in between.
He said you're not that great.
But I can tell you, if you step up to the Mini 2, you won't be disappointed. Brings me to my next point, which I kind of alluded to earlier, and probably your biggest concern. Point number 2, can I really fly this thing?
You can do it.
Okay. If you're anything like me, it's totally understandable if you're hesitant to invest 600 bucks in a remote control flying contraption that you're gonna send hundreds of feet into the air and hundreds of yards away. And like me, you may wanna stick your toe in the water with something less expensive. But the truth is, it's entirely 2 different experiences. I'd be lying if I said that this wasn't fun. However, the moment it leaves the ground, it's fluttering off into one direction or the other. The Mini 2, on the other hand, is pretty user-friendly and has the easiest takeoff ever. Okay, I just want to show you how easy it is to take off with the DJI Mini 2. So you're going to press this launch insignia right here, which is going to bring up your takeoff sign, and then you're just going to press the takeoff and let it circulate. It holds its position pretty well and has a quick shots mode where you can choose from 6 different preset flight patterns and the drone basically does the work for you. And even I can fly it. I mean, check it out. always wanted to use that track in a video, so now I finally had an excuse. But yes, the answer is yes, you can fly it. Point number 3, get a different perspective. I think the next point applies especially to photographers, videographers, and content creators, but it still applies to anyone that enjoys trying to capture a cool photograph with their smartphone. A drone represents opportunity to capture unique perspectives that wouldn't otherwise be possible, and a great chance for creativity. I'm not just talking about capturing cool aerials, it represents a chance for cool establishing shots, smooth tracking shots, obscure angles, and whatever else you can think of. And I can't forget to mention, just flying it is fun. Which brings me to point number 4. Will I crash? Well, this point ties a little bit back to point number 2. And there are no guarantees that you won't crash. And truth be told, I did crash my first DJI Mini 2. More on that in a little bit. But I did it early on when I was still able to return it. However, I believe you can have a drone, have fun with it, do a lot of cool things, have it for years, and never really be at risk of crashing it. It all comes down to what you decide to do. There's tons of cool video that can be taken without flying the drone near obstacles. And that brings me to my last and final point, maybe the most important, point number 5, don't be stupid. Remember I mentioned to you that I crashed my first DJI Mini 2? Well, the truth is the cause of my crash was stupidity.
Don't ever call me stupid.
I started trying to do too much too fast and tried to weave the drone down an obstacle-laden path without having previously scouted my flight path. That's dumb. Fortunately, my dumb mistake only put my drone at risk. In spite of this thing only being 249 grams, there are circumstances where you could endanger others by making poor flight decisions. Fortunately, I believe there's lots and lots of room before you get to that place, and you can take cool flights, capture lots of cool photos and video, and have lots of fun without coming close to putting anyone at risk, and for that much, putting your drone at very much risk either. However, it's still a good idea to familiarize yourself with local unmanned aircraft laws and regulations. So that's my take on it, and I hope this was helpful. If you decide to take the plunge, or even if you don't for that much, have fun, be safe. Thanks for watching Fitness and Beer.